Let's put 10 minutes on the timer and watch this thing land with almost no fuel at all. I'm not nervous though, that's plenty of fuel. Plenty. Right? These nail biters, I don't like them. I don't like my rocket being so damn exciting. When we do land, we want the fuel to offload. The remaining fuel, of which there's not going to be very much, it'll be fine. So I went out. No, let's just let it land because I want to fiddle with this UI, but I don't want to in any way alter what's happening with this controlled landing. With this controlled safe landing. So low, man. $958. That's crazy. Okay, so we're offloading the fuel, and in a minute, this chip's going to hit its loop for I've done all I need to do. With the offloading of the fuel, the pumps are going to stop. Everything's going to be groovy. All right, so what I did was I switched back to scanner, and I went out and I scanned down a source of nitrogen. It's way out there, and I think the reason, no, I know that the reason that the fuel is so damn close is these detours over here to check these fragments a little bit, check the fragment at Ursa, and find out that they don't have anything useful. It's still way too close though, man. When I put on weight, well, I'm not going to go to... It'll be all right. It'll be all right. When I put on weight with the nitrous ice way out there, it's going to take fuel. There's no two ways about it. All right, the pumps, that's just evaporation right there. So the pumps have done exactly what they're to do. And now I can switch back to miner mode and go get some nitrous. Go get some ice with nitrogen in it. All right, so the big deal, the big update is I have taken in quite a few eggs, and I think that they'll be distinguishable. I think that they're not white if they're fertilized, they're brown, I think. Anyway, I got a whole bunch of white eggs, and they're not doing anything. And I don't think they're not doing anything because they're in the carton. I think they're not doing anything because they're not fertilized. And what's the rule? If the egg is exposed to temperatures below 10, it will not be viable. Well, if a trader lands and opens his hatch and says, let's trade, anything in his cargo is going to be exposed to the elements. So what I've got here is Cosmos Convenience, a 6x6 smaller guy that requires an oxygen atmosphere to trade. This ship has been sitting here for quite a while, and he won't come out, and he won't expose his cargo until we're in a pressurized hangar. And you can see I got started building it. And it's a little bit daunting, the requirements. So much steel. And I'm grinding away making hangar doors, all in faith that I'm going to figure this out. Well, I'm going to figure it out. It's not rocket science. It's not rocket science to open that rocket, but it is a ton of welding. Oh my goodness. And the storm hits. So that's where I'm at. Put a few minutes on the timer to check in with you on my very long runway to hangar doors that are going to be opening and closing into a giant hangar that's going to be pressure filled and warm. And then we're going to get the eggs that we need. I'm really, really hopeful we're going to get the eggs that we need someday. Still hopeful. And meanwhile, this is kind of funny. Oh, it tipped over. When I checked on this, there was a giant pile of Jenga cans but I guess I made another one and knocked it over. Anyway, continuing to make good milk. And now we are making... Are we making? I can't remember just where I left it with it's time to get going with the flour. 4 of them are in there, but I think it's only half done and nothing really to talk about. So that's where I'm at. Starting to think about the nitrogen gas, and let's go ahead and charge the battery. About the nitrogen gas, and really focused on pressurizing a hangar. Big fun. How are we doing with creating hangar doors? I think we need about 20 more. And we need more frames. And we need a bunch of steel plates. So many steel plates. And then, yeah, just a bunch of time welding. So the next episode should be pretty exciting. The next episode will be pressure, when the pressure is actually going into that giant hangar barn. Or maybe it'll be when it's being heated, because both of those things need to happen. Anyway, I'll catch you.